It's Lori, and I need to change my glasses. Hold one moment. All right, so much less glare. Okay, I moved the camera. Well, I will be moving back for part of this story. So I'm wearing my Women in Science shirt today, so I thought this would be the perfect shirt. Chuck, who watches the channel, said something about buy one, get one free meat, which reminded me of a story that I think you all will think is really funny. Because I'm a silly human being. I'm just a silly human being. And that's probably part of why you watch the channel. Because you never know what I'm going to do or say. I'm not silly all the time, but most of the time. So I took this class, and it was the coolest class. It was for teachers, because teachers have to keep taking continuing education. You have to get 6 credit hours every 5 years, at least in Colorado. Don't know what other states' rules are. At the college level, there are other ways to get some of those hours, but anyway, this class was all 6 credits, and it only cost me, because it was highly subsidized, and I'll get to that. I think it only cost me like $300. Now, let me explain to you that a typical college credit, one, costs about $500 to $1,000 per credit. This was 6 credits. You only had to pay $300. Now, this was a traditional class in that we had to take tests and study and take notes. I'll tell a funny story within this story here momentarily. So this class was the mining industry for teachers. So part of Colorado curriculum, I think in 5th grade, I think that's the grade, is learning about Colorado history and the mining history here. But we also have a school called the Colorado School of Mines, MINES, if you're not hearing me clearly on that. And here's the main thing I learned. You can take this away and think about this, because the more you think about it, the more mind-blowing it is, because it's fundamentally true. If it can't be grown, it has to be mined. If we can't grow it, we have to mine it. And mining can look in all kinds of different ways. Here was what was amazing about this class. That $300 wasn't our credits. We weren't even really paying for the credits. The mining industry was subsidizing it so that teachers could be educated about the mining industry and the things that they were doing to make it cleaner and safer and all those things. I could probably talk for hours about that class, but I'll get to the funny part here momentarily. So anyway, it was subsidized, but we got to go on field trips. Sometimes it was a day field trip, and we rode on one of those nice buses. And sometimes it was overnight trips, because we had to go to the Western Slope. If you don't know the geography of Colorado, it's fine that you don't know that. You know where all the skiing is kind of in the middle. And Denver's on the east side. And then where stuff actually kind of grows is on the west side. And a lot of the mining kind of happens in between, like from where the skiing is to where the stuff grows. Well, anyway, we have a lot of different mining here. We were part of the gold rush in the mid-1800s. All right, so we're on this bus, and we had slept in a hotel, and they were telling us, because they had gotten us up really early that day. I honestly think we had to be up at 5 a.m. that day. So I get a little slap happy, a little loopy when I'm tired. So it's going to go one of 2 ways. I'm going to be not nice, or I'm going to be ridiculously goofy. Ridiculously goofy is about to be shown. So they tell us, and there's a class of mostly men, but I made one of my close friends who, she didn't teach in my building, but I knew her before, but she didn't teach in my building, but we were very close friends from then on. In that class, there were it was probably a 4th women, and then the rest were men in the class, and it was probably not 20, but close to 20 people in the class. Anyway, so we're on this bus. They tell us, okay, we know we got you up early, and we're going to provide you breakfast. We're going to get Santiago's. Anybody that's in Colorado just went. They gave you Santiago's breakfast burritos? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So Andy Crafty Crafty Witch 232, that's for you. And if anybody who's in Colorado, you know what I'm talking about. Um, Mombi Amy, you too, right? You know what I'm talking about. All right. So they give us a song. They announce they're gonna get these burritos for us, and they said, they needed to know these were our choices: vegetarian or meat of the day. And so then they needed the head count, and I was in full goofy mode. My friend sitting next to me, because it was like a 4-week class, 6-week class, I can't remember. I'm moving back because I'm going to need a little room. But it was just like this, right? Because we're in a bus. I stand up and I go, meat of the day, meat of the day. That's who I am. Meat of the day. Where is my phone? Why did it not go off just then? Phone, you let me down. All right. If you know, you know on that one. Yeah, I did that. So here's the other funny part. There was one day in class. I'll talk to you some other time about all the cool stuff. But yeah, meat of the day. And I did it just like I just did twice. And I stood up and, all right, I'm a special kind of special. All right, so we were in class, and this guy was teaching us about trains, I think, because of like how the system works, where with the feeding the coal into the machine, like how it all works. I don't remember. Do you know why I don't remember? Because I was literally on my paper, writing over and over again. I can't fall asleep. I can't fall asleep. I can't fall asleep. I can't fall asleep. My friend asked me later, because we were all bored out of our minds. My friend's like, you were taking so many notes. What did you write? And I showed her, and she just laughed and laughed because, yeah, I can't fall asleep. I can't fall asleep. That's how I go. Yeah, I was a great student. I hope you all very much enjoyed that. So, we're going to talk about a few things. Finishes. This beautiful blanket is finished. Goes this way. This is for Smile. The Smile. So this is to help a family out. That's in Egypt. I will link Ladybird Loves and the Smile video if you are interested in contributing. I am also sending something to the American address, because if you're in America, you can send to an American address and then it'll be shipped from there. If you're in the UK, you can ship to an address in the UK and it will be shipped from there. If you're anywhere else, you're going to need to talk to Ladybird Loves. But anyway, so I'm going to actually order some things on from Target and have them direct shipped to the address that's collecting things, because they need literally everything. So I was just mentioning that. But I did wash this in we get special laundry detergent drops that have no fragrance and no chemicals and that sort of stuff. They're special. They're like Earth Breeze, but they're not the little sheets. And they're not that brand, but I might switch to that brand now that they're American made. Anyway, so this came out beautiful, and I'm so happy with it. But that's my handmade thing that I'm sending. The pants, the magic pants. Now I did pull out the Bavarian stitch ones. I will do that again, but like for fun, for one of my granddaughters. See, my grandson mostly plays with the stuffed animal. He has a favorite elephant. Maybe I'll make a pair of pants for his elephant. But anyway, so I'm doing the granny stitch now. It goes much faster. But yeah, that's that octagon. It's just an octagon granny stitch, standard granny stitch. I did put a stitch marker in every corner. You could see this would be doll pants already. I don't think it's big enough yet. So I decided I'm not actually going to complete this to send to Egypt. Just because I have some other priorities that need to get taken care of. And the blanket was the most important to me. And I'm going to send some other, what I consider really essentially important things. And I already bought a bag of onesies, the all 100% cotton and white from Goodwill, which is a charity shop thrift store. All right. So this is my finish, and it's beautiful. And I You can see I've got the blue and the white there. I used 6. I was going to lose at Yarn Chicken, but I had a 7th. I was always planning on just using 6. So I'm going to guess to finish it up as about, there you go. Where were you before? Phone, where were you before? All right. So I needed about that much yarn to do about that many stitches. So I just stole it from the one skein I have left of green, which is in there. You just can't see it because the glove is sitting in front of it. I got hooks, so now you can see J's. Now J's I put on and keep warm with. There's a reason there's a level called the droppers on my channel, if you're a member. I knocked my Hug Me painting down. All right. Because I'm gifted. Oh, I was going to put it upside down. Even better. All right. Come on. Why are you not cooperating? All right. Hopefully that's good. Anyway. You get the real thing around here. Also, a members only video did drop. If you didn't see it, go on over there and watch. Remember to vote on my hair color. If you are a member, you get to vote. Pink raspberry, misty magenta. If it looks like raspberry pink is going to win, the next one will be misty magenta and then a different shade of purple. So, because purple is my standard color right now, it's not like pretty much all washed out and looks like I have naturally red hair. I don't. Maybe you can see some purple in there. I don't know. Well, and then of course up here we're looking at all the lovely white hair. It's coming in a lot more. I've got a lot more of it. So, all right, members, if you join today, the 24th of April, if you join by today, you will get a special first month member little tiny small gift. I'm pretty close to being able to add one more emoji too. And I might get some input on what you would like to see. I think you've been happy with the emojis I've done so far because they're all kind of, I actually know exactly what I'm going to do. It'll be that Sakura painting that I showed in my live the other day. Is that what that's called? The Japanese cherry blossom? Is that a Sakura? Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Either way. So my finished object. The other thing I need to announce is you have, I think until Saturday, but it might be Sunday to enter. Now I washed this and this is the inside. The inside didn't dry because I dried and washed on Delicate. I actually think it looks even better now that I washed it. It's like it evened out those stitches a little bit, but oh, gosh, I love this bag. You can win this bag if you enter because I'm donating this and the shawl. Now the shawl I had to, after washing it in Delicate, and I did that because of the animals in the house to try to get rid of some of the fur and dander and all that. I did have to go ahead and stretch this a little bit again to get it to come out. It looked like it shrank, but nah, it just needed to be kind of pulled back into shape. So totally washable, even with those pearls. But again, I did it on the Delicate cycle. But again, no fragrance. It was just washed in, so it doesn't have that whatever good smell. It's not a bad smell. It's just no smell now. It smells like yarn. But let me flip this back out again. This packet. I don't know why washing it to me made it look even better. But you can win both of those items. I'm kind of a crazy person, and I might try to enter one more item that would be not an entry, but like truly just to donate to her cause for her big birthday party. I will post a link if she has put up a link. I will post that link. I will post the rules. I know Kitty Lane just entered a beach bag. I hope Camille has entered her entries. I know she had 2. She had 3. She was deciding which 2. I think that's what it was. Because 1 she was certainly keeping, but anyway, which I'm glad. You gotta keep, if you love something, you should keep it. But I'm happy to have, this is Crafting Kitties. This I just keep for display because I think it's beautiful. But it's on a hook now, so that's nicer. And then J's I use for warmth and the lovely cables. So it's displayed there on hook as well. So anyway, I have blabbered on, so Thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? Hugs from me, my potato head. Hugs from me, whatever kind of hug you need. You're important. You matter. And kindness matters. I hope to see you soon. Bye.